Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It's another fine day here in Kisumu. I am fine and the weather is fantastic. I don't know where you're watching this particular video from. Maybe you could let me know the county or the country you are watching it from. Ladies and gentlemen, I have always opined on this platform that President Uhuru Kenyatta is a very shrewd politician. And anybody who has taken his time to study the president would agree that Uhuru understands politics. There are many instances where he makes just a single move and the UDA brigades will move around the country for 3 months talking about the same thing, and then he will trigger another one. Close to 2 weeks ago, there was a bitter exchange between the president and his deputy. President Uhuru Kenyatta was very angry and very bitter with Ruto because Ruto was blaming the government for the tough economic situation the country is finding itself in, especially the fuel prices. So Uhuru Kenyatta, in his typical fashion, challenged the deputy president to resign.
Tuambiane ukweli jameni. Mimi wakati unafika lazima watu waambiane ukweli. Wewe unajua hii shida sio ya mtu. Hii ni shida ya uko wapi wakati mimi nakuhitaji. Na ndio mimi nashukuru huyo mzee. Huyo mzee at least hata kama alikuwa na mambo yake alikuja kunisaidia. Na hiyo ndio ukweli wa mambo. Na badala ya viongozi kuwa wanaketi kusema tutasuluhisha namna gani, jameni, tutasaidiana namna gani, wengine wanaenda huko kuinsight wananchi. Angalia hii bei imepanda, uliza Uhuru. Yaani mimi Uhuru niko Ukraine, mimi ninafanya nini huko? Jameni. Mimi COVID nilikuwa huko kulea kutoa mimi. Badala ya kuja kunisaidia, kuniambia niko na mawaidha hii na njia hii na njia hii, njia ambaye tunaweza tuokoe watu wetu wakati tunagojea mambo haya yaishe, wewe huko kwa soko na matusi. Na wewe unajiita kiongozi. Na unajiita ati wewe ndio sijui namba ngapi katika nchi ya Kenya. Uko wapi? Badala ya kunisaidia kuondoa hiyo shida, wewe uko kwa soko kusema ulizeni ule. Basi si ungewacha uniwachie mimi nitafute mtu ambaye angenisaidia jameni.
And William Ruto also responded to the president. He responded to the president by blaming President Uhuru Kenyatta for assigning his responsibilities to other individuals.
If you want to blame me for the mistake of others, then it is true that when a hyena wants to eat its own children, it first blames them or claims that they smell like sheep. Sijui kama tunaelewana jameni. Tuko pamoja? Mimi nauliza nyinyi watu wa Bungoma, inawezekana kweli kwamba wale watu ambao walipatiwa majukumu, wale watu wakazembea, hiyo majukumu ikakwama, mpaka saa hizi rais analalamika kwamba mambo imeharibika kwa sababu mimi sikutekeleza? Sasa ningetekeleza wapi my friend? Na wewe uliniambia mwenyewe unataka watu wengine wakusaidie hiyo kazi. Si sasa ulaumu wale ambao wameshindwa na hiyo kazi? Na mimi nimesema niko tayari. Kama umeona wale ambao uliwapatia haya majukumu wameshindwa, mimi niko tayari kufanya hiyo kazi mapema. Mimi am ready. Ama namna gani? Those who are saying I have not discharged that responsibility should tell the people of Kenya which responsibility haven't I discharged, which advice haven't I given, what haven't I done as Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. When the president decided that he wanted to work with other people, I respected his decision and I respected his way of doing business in our second term. That is the most I could do, is to respect the wishes of the President of Kenya, which I did. Nobody should tell me I made a mistake by accepting that other people can also help the President discharge his responsibility and create his legacy. I should not be blamed when those who are given those responsibilities failed. Nobody should blame me. Those people who failed in the duties they were given by the president should carry their cross. They should not try and blame me. Na unajua shida ile tuko naye ni wale watu ambao wanajaribu kutukosoa. Sasa watu wa the people who are supposed to be in the opposition, kitendawili na wale wengine ambao walitoroka majukumu ya upinzani ya kusahihisha mambo ya serikali, wakakuja wakakuwa mabroka na makatel na wezi ndani ya serikali.
Now, that's the Deputy President responding to President Uhuru Kenyatta. That was just a few days ago. And President Uhuru Kenyatta, because the Deputy President blamed the President for failing to convene cabinet meeting for 2 good years. And President Uhuru Kenyatta, in his typical understanding of politics, laid a trap for William Ruto. The President convened a cabinet meeting, which took place today. William Ruto has always accused the President and his team of not inviting him. President Uhuru Kenyatta and his team invited William Ruto to this cabinet meeting. So today, the meeting took place, and William Samoei Arap Ruto was present at that meeting, sitting just to the right of the President. The President was chairing that cabinet meeting. To President Uhuru Kenyatta's left, there was a seat there which was empty, then Fred Matiang'i. I want to assume that the empty seat belonged or belongs to the secretary to the cabinet. And in my view, I think President Uhuru Kenyatta laid a trap for the DP. The first question is, if President Uhuru Kenyatta has not been inviting the DP, why would he invite him now? My understanding is simple. He wanted to put William Ruto in a fix, so that if William Ruto had absconded, then he would be blamed that he was invited and he absconded. Basically, what would have happened is that a picture would have been circulated where all seats are occupied, but William Ruto's seat empty. It has happened before. So the Deputy President had to attend it. And by attending, it means William Ruto is part and parcel of the cabinet. So in this video, I want to demonstrate to you guys why President Uhuru Kenyatta laid that trap for his deputy. Before we do that, for those who are watching the channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue to thank you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Now, let us get back to serious business. Let's assume William Ruto did not attend this meeting. How would it be interpreted in this country? Number one, it would have been interpreted that William Ruto is actually sabotaging President Uhuru Kenyatta. And that would have been used against him, especially in the larger Mount Kenya region. It would have been a signal to the mountain, bad signal to the mountain, that their son is being frustrated and undermined by the DP. So I think William Ruto and his team sat down and said, okay, for us not to be blamed, let us attend. Number two, I also think that William Ruto attended this meeting because he wants to keep tab of whatever is happening in the cabinet. You know, cabinet is where the country is actually managed. So if he had absconded this meeting, he would not have known the plans. Like if there are plans for IBC, if there are plans for budget, you know, sitting in the cabinet would have meant different things. And again, absconding, this would have actually confirmed what Uhuru has been saying. So the deputy president attended so that he could counter the narrative which the president had started, that this gentleman is absconding his duties. And again, if you look at it critically, by William Ruto attending this meeting, it means himself as the deputy president acknowledged that he's part and parcel of Jubilee government. But already he's left Jubilee as a political party. So the question is, what was the objective of this cabinet meeting? What was President Uhuru Kenyatta's strategy? Why was he laying this trap for the DP? In my view, several reasons. Number one, the William Ruto has always struggled so hard to dissociate from Jubilee failures. The only thing William Ruto is associating himself with are normally the successes of Jubilee. So any failure of Jubilee government, the deputy president has always been heaping them on someone else, either Matiang'i, either Raila, or Uhuru, or someone else. But for him, the only thing he takes credit for is none other than the success. Now, by sitting in that cabinet just a few months to the election, because the DP stated in his tweet previously that the cabinet has never met for 2 good years. So by attending this meeting, it means it's going to be part and parcel of Jubilee. So from tomorrow, if the DP were to attend a rally, like I'm sure he had a rally today, he cannot talk of Jubilee failures because he is part now and parcel of those. So Uhuru Kenyatta trapped him so that he can no longer run away from Jubilee failures. People will keep on reminding him, and the Kenyans I know will keep on reminding him. You see, when he talked of 2 years without cabinet meeting, then someone would say that Uhuru Kenyatta probably has been meeting his cabinet without the deputy president, or just decided to run the government without the cabinet, and therefore the DP cannot be blamed. So now William Ruto will take full responsibilities for Jubilee failures. Number 2, William Ruto has always blamed 2 people for taking his responsibility. One of them is Fred Matiang'i, who is a member of the cabinet. The other day, Fred Matiang'i asked or challenged the DP to point for him or to him the specific mandate he took from him. The DP could not respond. Now, he has also been blaming Raila Odinga. So the question which Kenyans will be asking moving forward is, where was Raila Odinga when this cabinet meeting was taking place? Because cabinet is where the government is run. So Raila Odinga is not part of the cabinet. So I'm sure in Mombasa, while Raila Odinga is still at the coastal region, he will bring this to the attention of Kenyans, that as far as he's concerned, he's not a member of Jubilee government, he doesn't sit in any cabinet, and William Ruto cannot counter. William Ruto sits in the cabinet and therefore part and parcel of the government. So what Uhuru has done by this magic is that he's removed the blame on Raila Odinga as part of the government, because Ruto was tying Raila Odinga to Jubilee failures and as one who is running the government. So he has now removed that tag, and Raila Odinga can now walk freely as an outsider. And number 3, after this particular meeting, I also tend to think that William Ruto will never again blame Uhuru Kenyatta for kicking him out of government or locking out of the management and affairs of government. Because as things stand today, William Ruto is using a government vehicle paid for by taxpayers. He's sleeping in government house, paid for by taxpayers. His security is government, paid for by taxpayers. Everything, including the security of his kids. So William Ruto will now not have that luxury of going out there to blame Uhuru Kenyatta for locking him out of government. He's now part of government. And lastly, this move by Uhuru Kenyatta also confirms that indeed William Ruto previously absconded his duties. Otherwise, if he had not absconded, why was he attending this? Because these guys are very strategic. They used to invite Ruto for meetings, keep his chair, the DP would not attend. Like Uhuru Kenyatta mentioned the COVID and the rest. And cabinet is collective responsibility. So it means that William Ruto has been absconding his responsibilities. So he can no longer claim that Uhuru Kenyatta never invites him for cabinet. I'm sure and certain that if this is not the last cabinet, probably it's the second or the third last cabinet. Because if the last cabinet took place 1 or 2 years ago, and we have a few months with the election, so I don't think there's going to be another cabinet meeting. So in my view, with a stroke of pen, President Uhuru Kenyatta laid a trap for the DP, and William Ruto walked straight into that trap, which the president laid for him strategically. I don't know what you think. That's my take. Thank you guys, and please, may you have a good day. And by the way, there's this issue of Ruto, Kenya Kwanza coalition agreement. William Kabogo has already spoken to that. Moses Kuria has already tweeted or posted a post or made a post on it. So let us wait and see. But I'm going to do an analysis on that subject also. So if you have anything you'd want me to capture, please, I really appreciate people who give me ideas. My WhatsApp number is 0777 741323. What is your perception about Kenya Kwanza coalition agreement? Thank you guys, and please, may you have a good day. Bye-bye.